This is Common Sense. I'm William Ferguson. Let's go with what's going on today in Washington, D.C. It's been good. Things are coming out, and finally the truth of the criminal activities of a lot of Democrats is coming out. There's been money laundering, extortion, selling stolen property, i.e. uranium. It's just gone crazy. But it's good because there are indictments that are being handed out. And people like the Podestas, they're starting to do things which are saying they have a hand in what was going on during the election. It's just, and I really wonder, what's going through Hillary's mind right now? Why is it all falling apart? What happened? What did happen? Huh, Hillary? You're the one that knows, and yet you wrote a book that says what happened. Sounds like you wrote a fictional book there, some kind of a novel. Not exactly the real truth, is it? Because you're hiding everything you can. Brazil, she came out with her book, and in her book it says there was all kind of bad things going on with the DNC, Hillary Clinton, Podesta, all of them. There's going to be some folks going to prison. I've got a feeling. I really do. I got a feeling that there's going to be people going to prison. We need justice to be served. We really do. The Democrats are still, they're not looking at it and saying, oh yes, it was our party that did this. Rather, they're trying to cover it up. And then they're trying to cover it up. They're making themselves look worse. Don't cover it up. Just come out and say, look, I understand that this happened here and that happened there, and it's part of our party, but it wasn't something that I did personally. I've seen Schumer. He's trying to say that the tax reform, it's just going to help the rich, the very rich, not the middle class. I've heard Pelosi say, which really, really is hypocrisy. She said, how can we know what's in it if we haven't read it? Well, no kidding, Pelosi. You were the one that walked into the chambers with the Affordable Care Act and said, hey, you can't know what's in it until you sign it. Okay? That's the mindset of the Democrats. And it's foolish because it's going to come out in the end what you've done. So why do it? I don't get it. Why do it? And everyone from the president down, the FBI, people in Congress and the House, the Senate, they were all involved in some criminal activity going on in Washington, D.C. during Obama's presidency. It's just, there has to be justice. There has to be. Somewhere there has to be justice. It would be nice if Jeff Sessions would step down and put somebody in there with some backbone. Somebody that would just say, all right, look, here's what's going to happen. We are going to start handing out indictments. We're going to convene grand juries. We're going to do whatever it takes, but there will be justice served. That's what I want to see. I want an attorney general that isn't afraid to put everybody and their grandma, if he has to, on the stand and say, look, you will tell us the truth or else. And that's what I want to see. I am an American citizen. I deserve truth in my government. I deserve that. I am a Marine. Okay? I didn't go sign up to be willing to fight and die for this country so that the country would turn into a socialist country or a country of criminals, which D.C. and President Trump, when he said drain the swamp, he was right. There are some really, really swamp creatures in D.C. It's ridiculous. I also feel that there should be a limit on age, 1, and a limit on terms, 2. I don't think you should be younger than 50, and I don't think you should be older than 65. And I don't think you should serve more than 3 terms, which is 6 years. Okay? That way you get fresh ideas coming in. You don't have this posture of, I am the elder, I've been here longer, you listen to me. No. We need fresh ideas. We need fresh ways to solve problems. We need younger people up in there. We need people really that are blue-collar workers to go up in there. People that know what it means to go to work every day, day after day, and work. Not sit around arguing about, well, you know, you're Republicans and I'm a Democrat and I ain't going to sign nothing because you guys are the ones who came up with the idea. No. People that actually work for a living, that know how to budget their money, that pay mortgages, that pay their taxes, that raise their kids, that are loyal to their wives or husbands. People like that would be very sensible to have in Congress, in the Senate, and the House of Representatives, because they would understand what the middle-class American goes through day after day, month after month, year after year. They understand that. And it would be more helpful in getting things accomplished. All kinds of laws, immigration laws, health laws, tax laws, all kinds of stuff would be getting done if there were people in D.C. that understood what the middle class go through. I promise you it would. So, right now, the plug has been pulled. Okay? Indictments are starting to come out, and the investigation is going. I believe Mueller should be pulled out of the investigation because there's conflict of interest, because of Comey and Mueller were buddies. But the line of the corruption, it just goes completely all over the place. It forms a web, an absolute web of corruption in D.C. And there's a lot of people that need to go to prison for the corruption that happened in D.C. And that's all I got for now. Love you guys. Please keep the leadership in your prayers and pray for those who have lost loved ones, whether it be natural disaster or at the hand of somebody that hates life.